What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the hot seat. This is my second take, I might add. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But let's go ahead and get on into it. And these first three guys, I grouped them all into one because they have made the hot seat their place of business. And that's no other than Mike Norvell, Hugh and Mark Stoops. And I'm going to start out by talking about Mark Stoops. As I continue to say, I don't know why Kentucky's AD and president still continue to believe in this guy. This is Mark Stoops' 12th season as the head coach of those Kentucky Wildcats. And this guy has only posted one 10-win season. Only one. He has never won the East. You know the SEC was divided up into two divisions, the East and the West, up until this season. And through 11 seasons, he never won the East. And to top it all off, he don't even have a winning record at Kentucky. This guy's 66-71. That's his record at Kentucky. But they continue to bring this guy back year after year after year. This guy is Mark Stoops is a less than average football coach. Mark Stoops should have been gone. He is holding this Kentucky Wildcat football program back. That is what he's doing. And I can almost guarantee you, this just may be Mark Stoops' last season as the head coach of those Kentucky Wildcats. This guy's sitting at 3-6, 1-6 in the conference. That is terrible. That is terrible. Oh my goodness. But hey, Kentucky, talking to the AD and the president, if y'all bring him back, y'all got to be out of y'all mind. I don't understand why Kentucky fans ain't up in an uproar about this guy, because he has shown year after year after year after year that he's just not that guy. But Mark Stoops, if you keep losing, I'm going to keep putting you on my hot seat. I don't give a damn if you on Kentucky's hot seat or not. I'm going to continue to put you on the hot seat. Lord have mercy. This guy only won 10-win seasons through all 12 seasons. And then guess what? He only got one 8-win season. Everything else is 7 or less, 7 wins or less. One 10-win season, one 8-win season. That's less than mediocre. He don't deserve to be a head coach with that record, not at the University of Kentucky anyway. 66-71, man, you done lost your mind. Let's move on to daggone Hugh. Auburn got themselves in a mess when they hired him. I don't care what he doing on the recruiting trail. It's not translating over to on the field. It is not. As I stated earlier, this guy coming into this game yesterday against Vandy had the exact same record as Brian Harsin, 9-12 through 21 games. And then he had the audacity to go on and lose to Vandy and post a 9-13 record through 22 games. That's terrible. That's terrible. And them Auburn fans, they already in an uproar. They want this guy gone. And he deserves it. Now, I don't know if it's Hugh or if it's Auburn. Because I know Hugh had a winning record when he was at Arkansas State. He had a winning record when he was at Ole Miss. He had a winning record when he was at Liberty. So, and I don't want to hear, oh, he's just in his second year at Auburn. I don't give a damn. Brian Harsin was in his second year too. He was in his second year at Ole Miss. He was posting a winning record. He was in his second year at Liberty. He was posting winning records, and at Arkansas State. So maybe it is Auburn. Maybe it ain't Hugh, and maybe it is. All I know, Hugh ain't giving them Auburn Tiger fans nothing to cheer about. I mean, absolutely nothing. This guy right now, oh damn, this guy right now, like I said, at Auburn, 9-13. Freaking terrible. Terrible. Sitting at 3-6. 1-5 in the conference. Bottom of the barrel in the SEC. And guess what? I don't feel sorry for not one Auburn Tiger fan because I don't like you. I don't like you. But anyway, as I done told y'all, Hugh Freeze, his whole college football coaching career is based on the fact that he beat Alabama 2 years in a row while he was at Ole Miss. Freaking terrible. And guess what? All those winning records that he posted at Ole Miss, hell, that shit got forfeited anyway. It's null and void because of his cheating ways. As a matter of fact, if you look in the record books, Hugh Freeze is 12-25 at Ole Miss because all them wins he had was nullified. I understand that he won them on the field, but they are nullified. They don't count because of his cheating ways. But hey, it is what it is. Hugh Freeze is now your coach, Auburn football Tigers. And if you don't get rid of him, you're going to have more years of what you having right now. And guess what? I want you to keep Hugh Freeze. I really do. Keep it. Don't get rid of it. Keep it. But hey, y'all can celebrate y'all in-state recruiting title. Because guess what? I don't give a damn how many in-state recruits you get. It ain't going to help you on the field. I can tell you that. I guarantee you that. I should put you Auburn Tiger fans on the daggone hot seat. But I'm going to give you a pass, even though I don't like you. But Hugh Freeze, you live on this bitch. This is your place of business. I mean, you spend Hugh Freeze, Mark Stoops, and Mike Norvell spend more time on my hot seat than they do practicing or trying to coach up their daggone team. I can tell you that. But we going to get off old Hugh Freeze because ain't nothing really to talk about. He here every daggone week. Let's move on to Mike Norvell. Now, that's one guy who's definitely made the hot seat his place of business. Man, Mike Norvell, I think they got one win. They sitting at 1-8, 1-7 in the conference. The ACC, I might add, and that conference is not very good. I mean, man, 1-8? Just damn terrible. You took North Carolina straight mollywop your ass yesterday. Mike Norvell, you done robbed Florida State, man. Robbed them. They gave you a $2.5 million contract extension. Boy, you straight robbed them. Because you don't deserve it. Not for what you putting out on the football field. Week after week after week. You ain't getting beat in close games. You getting beat in blowouts by everybody. Everybody, man. Mike Norvell done opened his daggone wallet and, well, Mike Norvell, the AD and the president, they done opened their wallet, brought all these recruits, star recruits into daggone Florida State, Tallahassee. I ain't gonna say star recruits, but star football players through the transfer portal. Opened up their wallet, brought all of them in, and destroying their career. That's what they doing. Ooh-wee, Mike Norvell, boy, I tell you. You need, well, you're getting your ass whooped week after week, so I can't say you need your ass whooped. But damn, you need to be fired. You need to be fired. Boy, you had everybody fooled. After that season you posted last year going undefeated in the regular season. Oh man, they didn't select you to get in the playoff, and that destroyed y'all, man. Y'all ain't recovered yet. Lord, one win. After going undefeated in the regular season last year. Who'd have thought? But Mike Norvell, leave it up to you. You did it. I mean, damn. But anyway, since I group y'all all in one, Mike Norvell, Mark Stoops, and Hugh Freeze, welcome once again to the hot seat. This is a every week thing, man. A reoccurrence. Let's see who we got next on the hot seat. Next on the hot seat, we got old Mr. Dabo Swinney, baby. Dabo Swinney, another one. Had us fooled, man. Had us fooled. You had your Clemson Tigers whooping ass. Boy, y'all reeled off 6 wins in a row, man. You came out in the first game, had a few problems, took an L, and then you reeled off 6 wins in a row. And old KB, he was on your bandwagon, Dabo Swinney. Thinking y'all gonna go to the ACC championship and beat up on them Miami Hurricanes. Well, guess what? You won't be there. You won't be there. You and your Tiger, Mr. Dabo Swinney. After what I saw last night, Lord have mercy. Louisville put a beating on your ass. I mean, a straight beating. Mr. Dabo Swinney, Louisville ran through your front seven for over 200 yards. Now, I thought your front seven was supposed to be the strength of your defense. Well, not last night it wasn't. It was daggone terrible. They beat y'all and they quarterback only threw for 156 yards. Man, come on, Mr. Dabo Swinney. They beat y'all and Louisville beat y'all and they daggone offense only had the ball for 22 minutes. Lord have mercy. Mr. Dabo Swinney, your team ran over 100 offensive plays and you still lost. Damn near doubled what Louisville offense ran. I mean, damn. You had 31 first downs, still lost. Dabo Swinney, you and them Clemson Tigers had me fooled. Y'all out here beating up on all the little teams that couldn't defend themselves. And I was riding your bandwagon. Oh, Clemson, man, they looking good. They looking good. Yeah, you looking good out here beating up on App State and NC State and Stanford and Florida State punk ass and daggone Wake Forest and Virginia. You look good against them, putting up all these points, man. But then, last night, you ran into a buzzsaw. I mean, Louisville, they cleared out the fake Death Valley. Cleared them out because the real Death Valley is down there in LSU. But LSU, they cleared that damn stadium out. Gone. I mean, that thing was so empty, it ain't make no damn sense. Now, Dabo Swinney, you should be complaining about the fans staying when y'all lose. Rush the field when you lose. Dabo Swinney, you ain't been on my hot seat since the first week. But you damn sure on it this week. And you came in this bitch with a bang, boy. I tell you, boy. I'm glad you stopped by Dabo Swinney. I'm so glad you stopped by the hot seat on this week. I appreciate it. So I'm going to tell you like this, Mr. Dabo Swinney. Welcome to the hot seat. Next on the hot seat, we have Mr. James Franklin. Boy, I had James Franklin and Marcus Freeman mixed up. That's why I had to do my second take for this hot seat. But Mr. James Franklin, head coach of those Penn State Nittany Lions. As I said, you can't win the big game. For some reason, you just can't win the big game. I don't understand. You can't beat Ohio State. You can't beat Michigan. Now you got Oregon to worry about, Mr. James Franklin. You better get your shit together. I'm telling you, you another one who can beat up on all the mediocres, the Marymount's, the Illinois of the world. You can beat up on them. But I tell you what, you got Oregon to worry about now. You got USC to worry about. I mean, I understand. I believe you beat USC this week. I mean, this season. I believe you beat USC. I'm not really sure. But you got Oregon to worry about now. Oh, my goodness. And you're going to have to worry about them year after year after year. And that's just another team, a big game that you ain't going to be able to win. You got to continue to worry about Ohio State, a team you can't beat. Michigan, a team you really can't beat. I'm going to tell you that straight up. But yeah, man, these damn Penn State Nittany Lions. Penn State fans, when you believe in them and you got a big game, you're going to be disappointed. I'm going to tell you that right now. You just got your ass beat by Ohio State yesterday. Like I said, you got to win against USC, but it's USC's first year in the conference, so I'm going to give you a pass. But you can beat up on the Illinois, you can beat up on the Marylands, the Bowling Greens, the West Virginia, all those type teams. But Ohio State, Michigan, and now Oregon, in a lot of years, USC, James Franklin ain't going to be able to get it done. Just like he ain't been able to get it done throughout his tenure at Penn State. Now, James Franklin, he don't be on my hot seat too often. I think James Franklin is a pretty good head coach. But when it comes to the big games for Penn State, he can't get it done. He have all these fans come out and support those Penn State Nittany Lions, wearing they white. But yet he's failing those fans in the big games. Sorry, Mr. James Franklin. I know you ain't on the hot seat for Penn State, but you on KB hot seat. And I would like to say to everybody who watched this video, this is just videos of head coaches, some players who I think should be on the hot seat. So I put them on my hot seat. And I know these head coaches and some of these players is not on the hot seat for their program. So don't come talking about, oh, this person ain't on the hot seat. You crazy if you think this person. No, this is just OKB's hot seat. I just want to make that clear. So anyway, Mr. James Franklin, you're going to have to start performing in the big games because you have made it your business to fail every time you are in a big game. Get your shit together. Out of all your time, where you at, Mr. James Franklin? Out of all your times as Penn State's head coach, and you are in the what? The Big Ten East. Well, you used to be in the Big Ten East. All right. You didn't win the division not one time. Not one time. Because what I'm looking at, it does say Big Ten East. I don't keep up with the Big Ten like that. But you ain't won it not one time. You don't have divisions no more. Don't seem like to me. Just like the SEC and the ACC. But you ain't won it not one time. So you better get your shit together. Never won a division. And now you ain't got divisions. So what you gonna do? Shit or get off the damn pot. Now I know this is your first loss this season. But hey, like I said, you just can't win the big games. But without further ado, Mr. James Franklin, welcome to the hot seat. Moving on. We got another Big Ten. That Michigan head coach, Chiron Moore. All that crying you was doing last season, you should be crying now. That's what you should be doing. Because I think you got Michigan sitting at what, like 5-4 or something like that? I don't got you up here. But I believe you got Michigan sitting at 5-4. And that is not very good. You got your ass tore off on yesterday, those by 21 points. That is damn sad. That is sad. And you was the head coach in 3 games last year. Did damn good. Won all 3 of them. Well, what's the problem now? Being a head coach is too much for you. You ain't upholding the standard that Jim Harbaugh set forth. He left you a national championship winning team, and you destroying it. I bet you wish you had Connor Stallion right now, Mr. Chiron Moore. But guess what? Those days are over. Those days are over. Them Michigan Wolverines, Jim Harbaugh got caught. And Jim Harbaugh left you in the wind to fend for yourself. And look what you're doing. Destroying the daggone program. Lord have mercy. And you got more losses coming, Mr. Chiron Moore. I'm going to tell you right now. If you continue on this trend, especially on into next year, you ain't going to last long, Mr. Chiron Moore. I'm going to tell you that right now. And like I said, you should be crying. You should be crying now. All that crying you was doing last year, it's time to cry now. You better be crying for help. Because you do this next year, your job gonna be in jeopardy. I tell you that right now, Mr. Chiron Moore. It don't make no dang on sense, boy. It don't make, you better get you another quarterback. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You better get you another quarterback. But hey, it is what it is. It bees that way sometimes. But I ain't gonna spend too much time on you, Mr. Chiron Moore, simply because it's your first year as a head coach, even though you did coach 3 games last year. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of leadway. But Chiron Moore, welcome to the hot seat. Next on my list is that damn head coach of them Florida Gators, Mr. Billy damn Napier. Billy boy, come on now. Come on, Billy Napier. I don't know what you was doing on yesterday. But I tell you what, when your starting quarterback went down, Mr. DJ Lagway, you put this dud in, Aiden Warner. Where did y'all get this guy from? That boy's trash. Trash. But even though he was trash, Mr. Billy Napier, you should have continued to call the plays that you was calling when DJ Lagway was in the game. When DJ Lagway went out, the Florida offense went out with him. Because Billy Napier changed up his whole offensive scheme. This Aiden Walker, I think he played 3 quarters. I don't know if DJ Lagway went out in the first or the beginning of the second quarter. But I'm going to say Aiden Walker played 3 quarters. Aiden Warner played 3 quarters. This guy threw a total of 66 damn yards. 66. And he had an interception in that. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that boy was trash. I mean, trash. That offense of Florida was straight null and void after DJ Lagway went out. When DJ Lagway was playing, they looked pretty good. But that, oh my goodness, man. I don't know where y'all find this guy. You'd have been better putting a receiver at quarterback than to have that guy in there. Now, I ain't saying this guy ain't going to be a good quarterback. But yesterday, he didn't belong on the field. Most definitely not. And, oh my goodness, man. Ain't no other way to describe it. Mr. Billy Napier, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to hire you an offensive coordinator. Somebody to call the plays. Because you ain't getting it done. You ain't getting it done. Billy Napier, as the head coach of those Florida Gators, you have not posted a winning season yet. And I don't see you posting a winning season this year. All right? 6-7, 5-7, 4-3. You are currently 15-17 as the head coach of those Florida Gators. Straight up damn garbage. I understand that you got the hardest strength of schedule in the country. I understand that. So I will give you a little bit of pass on that. But and to be 4-3, quite honestly, I think that's exceeding the standard. But that don't take away the fact that you are a terrible head coach for these Florida Gators. You should have stayed at that game or Louisiana Tech. I think that's where you were with them Raging Cajuns. You should have stayed there. You'll be happy-go-lucky over there. But no, you want to come to the SEC with the big boys. And you finding out, Mr. Billy Napier. And you've been finding out since you've been here. So that Florida AD and president got something to think about. They might give you another year, being that you got the number 1 strength of schedule in the nation. But then again, they might not. They might be tired of having pity on you. Because I don't see it getting no better. Billy Napier, you, just like Mark Stoops, Mike Norvell, and Hugh Freeze, you'd have made the hot seat your place of duty also. You better get your shit together. I'm telling you right now. So Billy Napier, welcome to the hot seat. Who else we got on there? I got Dabo, Mark Stoops with you. I got everybody except for one person. And this is not a coach. This is that Georgia Bulldog quarterback, Carson Beck. Boy, come on now. You done threw 11 interceptions through 7 games. And I believe you done threw 9 of them in the last 3. Carson Beck. Now, you managed to sneak in 2 touchdowns on yesterday. But you threw 3 interceptions before then. Lord have mercy. This is a 3rd game that you done had 3 interceptions. You better get it together. Kirby Smart ain't benched you yet. Now, these Georgia fans are calling for your head, Carson Beck. I'm telling you now. But Kirby Smart ain't listening. Just like when those Georgia fans were calling for Stetson Bennett's head, Kirby Smart didn't listen, and he wind up winning 2 national championships. Can these Georgia Bulldogs win a national championship with Carson Beck? I doubt it. The difference between Carson Beck and Stetson Bennett wasn't an interception machine like Carson Beck. And me and a lot of other fans that's not Georgia Bulldog fans was warning y'all Georgia Bulldog fans last season when y'all had all this hype when it came to Carson Beck. And we was telling y'all that it was Brock Bowers and Larry McConkey saving or making Carson Beck look good, which it was. Well, he don't have neither one of those guys anymore. And you see the results. This man got 17 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. That is not good at all. 2,300 yards. Not good. Not good at all. Yesterday, 3 interceptions. Last week, 3 interceptions. Boy, I tell you. And I believe the week before that, he might have had 2. Oh, my goodness. Because I know he had 3 against my Alabama Crimson Tide. He's mediocre. I tried. Well, a lot of people tried to tell y'all. But anyway, Carson Beck, you better get it together. I understand that Kirby Smart believe in you because he believe in a lot of his tenured players. All right? But if you keep this up, I'm going to say it again. You're going to be the death of the Georgia Bulldogs 2024 season. I can guarantee you that. Because you're going to meet a team. Matter of fact, you got Ole Miss this week. And I think Ole Miss is the #1 scoring defense in the nation. So Ole Miss, they'll take advantage. That defense will take advantage of the interceptions that you give them. And if I believe if Carson Beck, Carson Beck, throw 3 turnovers or 3 interceptions against Ole Miss, they will beat you. They will beat you if you do that. But I think those Georgia Bulldogs will beat Ole Miss if Carson Beck take care of the ball. All Carson Beck got to do is be a game manager. Game manager. Just take care of the ball. That's all you got to do, Carson Beck. Take care of the ball and manage the game. That is it. Anything other than that is a no-go. A no-go. Carson Beck, you had all them Georgia Bulldog fans fooled in 2023. You had them fooled. And now they see that you are an average run-of-the-mill quarterback. And I've been telling them that. The only difference is between you and any other run-of-the-mill quarterback, average quarterback, you got a lot of great athletes surrounding you, Carson Beck, to save you. That's what you got. That a lot of average to mediocre quarterbacks don't have. You got it. And that's why you and your Georgia Bulldog continue to win week after week after week. Now, I understand it is a team effort. But Carson Beck, you got to do your part too. And as a quarterback, you are failing your team. You are failing those Georgia Bulldog fans, Carson Beck. The way you playing now, you did not deserve that $4 million NIL deal. You did not deserve that Lambo, Carson Beck. Seems like you got the big money and you said the hell with it. That's what it seems like to me. But I'm just a fan. So, hey, do what you do, Carson Beck. But what you doing now is going to cost your team. Possibly to continue on in the playoffs. So you better tighten up. That's all I'm saying. Tighten up. Be a game manager. That's all. Be a game manager. But you got to remember, you ain't got Brock Bowers. You don't got Larry McConkey. All right, so, hey, it is what it is. So, Carson Beck, welcome to the hot seat. So, as I close, Mr. Mark Stoops, Mike Norvell, Hugh Freeze, Billy Napier, Chiron Moore, Dabo Swinney, James Franklin, and Carson Beck. Welcome to the hot seat.